seems like I am ridiculously excited about this, you're right, I am. The possibilities are seemingly endless to customize the perfect planner for you. In this Plum Paper Planner unboxing video, I am so excited to share with you my new planner for 2022 and really give you an unbiased Plum Paper Planner review so that you know all the things that these planners have to offer, the many features that you can get and that can be customized, and so much more. All right, so how often have you searched for the perfect planner and tried this one or that one only to kind of feel like it doesn't meet all of your needs? That has totally been me over the years. And I mean, on the one hand, I love checking out different planners and giving them a try. I have so many reviews here on my channel of the different planners that I love. They all have their pros and their cons, and it's so hard to choose the perfect one, right? Well, enter Plum Paper Planners. I recently learned about them from a friend, and I'm amazed. When you look at their website, you will be astounded at how brilliant this company is, because they have really recognized the problem that so many of us face, right? We all have these different circumstances, and so everybody has unique planning needs, and no one planner is going to be perfect for everybody. But then when you can customize a planner exactly how you want it, it's just an amazing feeling.
When you go to the Plum Paper website, you can see all the amazing things they have to offer. They have a whole assortment of planners, notebooks, accessories, stationery, gifts, and so much more. They have so many different kinds of planners. We're going to come back to shop all planners in a moment, but I want to point out that if you are a teacher or a student, they have special educational planners just for you, as well as specialty planners if you're really into goal setting or looking for a way to keep track of finances. One of the many things that makes Plum Paper so incredible is that you get to choose the size of planner you want. This is so helpful because many of us need a planner that we can take with us on the go. Others prefer really large planners with lots of space to write. So here you can choose an A5 size, a 7x9, or the large 8.5x11. On this page, you can also get a sense of the many things that come included in any planner, or you can also explore the different ways to customize your planner. There are so many different layouts, which I will come back to in a second. You can definitely add your own special events. And my favorite feature is probably that you can start the planner at any time. It doesn't have to be January to December or August to the following July. No matter when you are starting your planner, you can choose that month. And this is so helpful because then you don't feel like you might be missing out or that you wasted money on a part of the planner that you're not actually going to be using. Then there are also several additional page options that you can squeeze in. The bottom line is that every step of this process is personalized, and they are constantly coming out with new features that make their planners even more incredible. To customize a planner, you come up to the top, choose the size of planner that you want, and click Customize Now. Here is where it starts to get maybe a little overwhelming because I kid you not, they have hundreds of different cover designs to choose from. Under every single one of these tabs, there are so many different cover options, and you could spend forever looking through all of these different possibilities. For now, I'm just going to choose something and we'll go with it. This is not what I actually chose myself, but I'm just going to walk you through the process here. So choose a cover and then ready to personalize. It gives you the option of adding your own text, and you can choose what kind of frame box you want the text to have on the cover. You can definitely personalize it with different fonts and colors. And again, possibilities are endless here. One of my favorite features is that you can add a photo to the cover, whether that is a photo of yourself or loved ones or anything, right? Or you can choose not to have a photo. You can add text at the bottom of the cover, and you can also show the year on the cover if you choose. Here you can choose the whole year. You can choose to display the academic year. If you want to make a 2-year planner, you can totally do that as well. For now, I'm just going to enter some basic text so you get the gist. Okay, choose my layout. Moving on, you have so many layout options to choose from as well. They have a variety of vertical layouts. And as you click on each one, you can get a sense of what it would look like in your planner. I am especially a fan of this hourly layout because, as you might be aware, I'm a really big fan of time blocking, and this would be a great way to do that. They have horizontal layouts. You can also choose monthly layouts. So many different options for each day. You get the idea. For now, I'm just going to go with this one and move forward. If you want to customize individual sections of your planner, you totally can. If you want to just go with the standard layout, that's fine too. For now, I want to show you what you could do. I will just choose some different options. And you can see that everything gets added to the top here for the different columns. This is just one example. The next step is to choose your color scheme. You can choose from the modern colors or the more colorful design. I think these are both really, really cool. What you get with the modern, as you can see on the tabs here, are that you have 2 of every color throughout the year. With the colorful color scheme, each month is its own color in this kind of gradient rainbow format. The next step is choosing when you want your planner to start, as well as which day of the week you want it to start with. I'm a big fan of starting on Mondays, but this is totally your preference. Then you pick the month that you want your planner to start and the number of months that you want your planner to run. This can be 12 months all the way up to 18 months for a slight extra charge. You have the option of including holidays and special dates or not. If you want to add your own special dates like birthdays, anniversaries, etc., there's a slight customization fee. You can add the country holidays and pick and choose which ones you want included, or just keep them all selected. And I'm a big fan of the fact that you can also add in religious holidays to help you keep your faith front and center. In terms of binding options, you can choose from a very thick, sturdy metal coil binding. You can choose the disc punch option that would allow you to then put these pages into your own hardcover planner or ring binder. Or you could choose to just have all of the loose leaf papers where they're not bound or punched, and you could maybe use them individually and take certain sheets with you at a time instead of having to port around the entire planner all at once. If you're so inclined, the final step is to add in any number of extra pages to the back of your planner. They have meal planning options, shopping list pages. You've got information for your home, or if you have a baby, if you want to keep track of cleaning, budget options for tracking bills and expenses. Then so many different options if you run a business. Lifestyle options like tracking your workouts or your wellness. Again, if you are a teacher or a student, there are some really neat options here. and then all kinds of notes and lists that you can add into the back. So for people who like to habit track or bullet journal, there is the option of adding in graph notes or dot pages. I'm a huge fan of this, as I've mentioned in other videos. If you like room to mind map or just keep track of different thoughts, you can do so with these page options here. They even have the option of adding in coloring pages or scrapbook pages, and you can choose whether to include stickers. Once you are all done customizing your planner, you can approve it and add it to cart.
Now that you have seen the seemingly endless options that are available to customize your own planner, I can't wait to unbox this baby, really show you what I designed and why I picked that out. But the punchline is that I'm a huge, huge fan. I cannot recommend Plum Paper highly enough. There's a link in the description if you want to go ahead and order one for yourself, and shoot me an email before you do so that I can share a special discount code with you. All right, here's my brand new planner. So you can see right off the bat that it comes with this really sturdy and very thick spiral bound binding. I was super impressed when I noticed the quality of this, because a lot of spiral bound planners, you know, get kind of flimsy or don't turn the pages that well. They get kind of caught. So I took full advantage of the customization option to design this cover exactly as I would want it, right? To be really personalized for me and for my business. You'll notice that it has this heavy plastic covering over the top. And then a lot of times these covers can be interchangeable. You can actually request, when you are filling out your order, you can request that they put in little tears here so that you could switch out the covers for different designs every month or so. But I, after a lot of time and thought, ended up going with this design, these colors that match the branding for my business. You open it up and there's a page to, emphasize who it belongs to. You will be amazed at the quality of this paper. It really is very thick, but it also feels good in your hands. You can see that it starts with the full year at a glance. Then you have room to write special dates. So, any holidays, anniversaries, birthdays, other special times that you personally want to keep track of. And I love that the colors of the month here all correspond to the really beautiful colors that are on the tabs of every month here along the side. Next, we've got some room for ideas, plans, goals, just to brainstorm every different month. A note-taking page. This planner starts right away in January of 2022, but again, you can customize not only when your planner starts, but how many months you want it to run for. I just did the 12-month plan. At the beginning of every month, you've got room to highlight your main goals for the month, as well as important events or things to remember. Plenty of note-taking space. The month at a glance, along with more note-taking room here along the side. I did customize the planner to have important holidays put in there. Then I went with the weekly planner with this horizontal layout, and I customized the text along the side. So here I want to keep track of my big ideas as I think of them, as well as reiterate my main goals for each week. And then I also customized these row headings. What I'm ultimately going to be using this planner for is planning out content and strategy for my business, Solutions for Simplicity. So here I'm going to write down the administrative tasks that I need to do each day, any products or promotions that I'm working on, what I want to post on Instagram, what I need to do to keep up with my YouTube channel, keeping in contact with my email list, updating my website, and then any other miscellaneous business tasks down here at the bottom. We flip to the end of the month here, and you can just see that at the end of the month is more note-taking space. Every month is pretty identical. So let me flip to the back and show you the different add-ons that I got. And as I go through, you can again see the really beautiful color scheme that I chose. I think these colors are so happy and uplifting, and I'm just a planning nerd. What can I say? Okay, so one of the different add-on features that I chose was this social media package here that gives you ideas of what to post and then has more specific room for what you're going to post when and just kind of how you're going to approach the content that you put out on different platforms, which for me is so important as running this YouTube channel and my side business is all still very much something that I squeeze in on top of working full-time as a professor and trying to be the best mom and wife I can be. So I just love that you can see the many options they have here, different things to keep track of, campaigns you want to run or items you want to promote, tons of brainstorming space. And, you know, again, the whole point is to customize your planner for you. This was something that I've been really looking for and trying to find or trying to make myself and keep track of in different Word documents, but having it all laid out in one place is going to be invaluable and hopefully help my business continue to grow. The last little section of the social media package here is this audit of how different posts or videos do in terms of the likes, comments, shares, and analytics that you might want to keep track of. There's lots of room for that, and I'm just very excited to see how all of this goes. And finally, there's also login information because heaven knows we all have a million different passwords, don't we? Last but not least, I chose to add in the reflection add-on that is really geared towards helping you keep up with self-care and mental health and just your general well-being, which is so essential for us busy moms, all the more so when we are mompreneurs or just trying to kind of squeeze in extra things on top of our normal responsibilities. So here, I love that it had a lot of goal setting space in terms of what I want the year to look like. Again, it's broken down into different categories. Then every month, there is room to reflect on how well it seemed like everything went in these different areas, room to kind of keep track of how things started, how they ended, what I did, and memories for the month. I love this because I love to journal and I love to document important parts of my life that I know I won't remember unless I write them down. Then there's room to reflect on how you want things to go in the future, right? Just a lot of analysis and reflection. Taking time to do that is so helpful, especially when we are on a personal or professional development journey. So there are pages for every single month to conduct that reflection. Then at the very end, there's this yearly reflection where you can score yourself or kind of transfer over the scores that you wrote down for these different areas each month. And as a data nerd, I just can't wait to fill in these graphs and really have that visual depiction of how the year went. And then the top 5 things that you did, the best things you ate, places you went, things you read or watched. There are also a handful of grid pages here. Then every planner that you purchase from Plum Paper comes with a contact page as well as room for your passwords. They all end with the next year at a glance, and they all have this really sturdy pocket folder at the back so that you can keep loose papers and any other odds and ends that you need to have with you in your planner. And there you go. I just love finding new tools and strategies that are gonna help me keep my life in order. And when I find those things that work, I can't help but wanna pass them on to you as well. So don't forget to check out the links in the description to get a customized Plum Paper planner for yourself. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure and subscribe for new videos every week. And now jump straight into these other videos to get my best planning tips. Have a great day.